Ladies and gentlemen, it is a big, weird, wild, dangerous world out there, folks. And here we stand, al pie del cañón. I'm Rob Grams, that's Natch, and you're listening to...
The ProBoh Show!
Oh yeah, people. Oh yeah, here we are. For it's Wednesday, right, Natch? Yeah. For a Wednesday edition. I knew that. It's not like I live oblivious to the day of the week. It's just we're getting close to Christmas, you know? We're getting close to Christmas. This is my last working day before the Christmas holidays. Oh my God, friends. I want to cry. I'm so happy. Oy. Nat, your holiday starts on the 20... Well, after Christmas Eve, right? Oh, Nat. Oh, it's going to be good, right? A little break from work, guys. Hopefully you're looking forward to your Christmas break. If you haven't already started to enjoy it, Winnie, are you working? Are you working right now, friends? Tell me. How do you tell me? It's easy. You go to twitch.tv/professional bohemian. That's Bohemio Profesional, pero en inglés. You just go to twitch.tv, look for Professional Bohemian. Here I am, live at 8:30 Central European Time. Joining me today in the chat right now, we have The Bridge. She says, good morning, Bridge. It is a big. What is a big? I don't understand, Bridge. I don't understand. It's too early. And Pedro's here. He says, good morning, Pedro from Instagram. Quickly becoming Pedro from Twitch. You know? So yeah, this is my last day at work before the holidays. However, I will come in tomorrow for the show because I don't consider this work, friends. I have too much fun with you and the Natch. So if you're interested in joining me through my Christmas vacations, you can do so on my social networks. You can find me at ProBoh on Twitter, ProBoh, or at Professional Bohemian on Instagram. I'm sure I'm going to be posting some crap. You know, the typical Christmas photos. You know, me in front of some lights. That kind of thing. So, you know, yesterday's unpopular opinion about Christmas tree lights. I never gave a final thought. I reheard the end of the show yesterday. And I never gave a final thought. But what I wanted to close on was a fact that I discovered. Apparently, Zurich's Christmas tree decorations are a big draw. They're a big deal. People go to Zurich specifically to see the lights. And apparently the light manufacturer says that the lights for the entire city, thanks to LEDs, the lights to the entire city cost us about as much as leaving an oven on high temperature. So yeah, it does consume electricity, but not probably as much as you might think. So there you go. We can enjoy our Christmas tree lights. You know, feeling good about ourselves. What have we got coming up in the show today? Great question, let me tell you. We have two delectable Complete the News bits. We're going to talk about men and why they die early. Or why a certain group of men die early. And then we're going to talk about the World Cup, because we couldn't talk about it yesterday. We've got a completely new... You know I love to talk about football, Natch. I have two football stories today. You know, because I miss our conversations. Our long conversations about the football games that happen. Is there... I mean, Natch, clear something up for me. Are there football games going on now? Like, important football games?
No. So
the World Cup is finished. And then, you know, after that, the cities fight each other, right? How does it, it's like the Champions League, right? I've heard that word.
Yeah, now they are like coming back to their clubs and training for the regular season.
And when does the regular season start?
In a week. I think this weekend there's a game already.
Really? They just really don't stop, do they? Mm-hmm. There you go. You know, take some time off, football people. You know what? Because you contribute nothing to society, and and you know, take some time off. You're already a millionaire for playing a banal game. So there you go. Rob, we are on holiday. We have closed the restaurant until the eve of the Epiphany, the 12th night. I'm so excited. Oh, that's good news. I'm glad other people are on holiday too. So that's complete the news. And then in today's 100 Humans, we're going to look at things that, or we're going to ask 100 humans about things that we have trouble remembering when we're older. But that's in all that fun and madness is in the second half, my friends. That's in the second half. In the first half, we've got a delectable, unpopular opinion today. It was actually unpopular, Natch. I did my job well today. I've turned into a bit of a, saying things that people agree with. I don't like it. It feels bad. I feel bad in my own skin when people agree. But today, no. One thing that happened yesterday, Natch. Well, today I read the comment, but the comment came in yesterday. Someone accused me, Natch, of being closed-minded. To the esoteric. I think it may be related to something on the repeat of yesterday's lunchtime show that I said. Some stupid thing that came out of my mouth. Basically, I'm not going to read the comment because it was very long. But, perhaps if you opened up your mind to the existence of things that are beyond your control, you find your life will take a different direction. So, my immediate thought was, nonsense. Not going to continue reading. On with your life. But Natch, this is a period of time for self-reflection. We're coming up on the new year. It's time to make New Year's resolutions, to refocus our energies on new things. So, thanks to an Instagram account that Andrea made me follow. Would you like a tarot card reading, Natch, or would you like to know your horoscope?
I don't really mind.
Natch, I would ask you keep an open mind. Okay, let's do. Okay, so Andrea made me follow an account called Everything Aligns. Do we have any mystical music? Let's put some mystical. Let's get in the mood, Natch. You and I. So yeah, the comment or the message that was sent to me was along the lines of, I don't know if you do it for humor purposes. I don't find it funny when you mock the beliefs of those who follow a path of non-traditional, non-organized religion. And I can understand that. That thought. I get it. So I want to dedicate some time to those of you who believe in horoscopes and and spirituality and fairies and unicorns, whatever the hell it is you believe in. We're gonna dedicate a bit of today's show to that. Here we go. Oh, Natch. Oh, couldn't be any perfect. So Andrea made me follow an account called Everything Aligns, and they shared a post today from tarot reader Peter. So I assume he reads tarot cards to predict the future. Here we go, friends. Are you ready? Today is the final day before the winter solstice. I read the New York Times today. They didn't mention anything about the winter solstice. Anything. So we're already learning something, Natch. The air is charged with transformation energy. It's charged with transformation energy, Natch. I woke up this morning and I thought, oof, what is that? What is that feeling? Now I know it's transformation energy. And it's not the curry I had 2 days ago that is still playing with my stomach. Things are about to shift in a major way. Again, New York Times, Wall Street Journal, none of them talking about this shift. So here we go. Maybe I'm getting my news sources from the wrong place. Maybe tarot reader Kevin is the way to go. Take time to withdraw and connect to your own inner fire. El fuego que llevas por dentro, Natch. You've got to connect to it. This was written for me. Again, going back to the curry I had the other night. The fire was indeed inner. Bit by bit, more and more outer, but it was inner for a very long time. Thank you, tarot reader Peter, for this insight. Acknowledge what it needs to remain lit through the cold, dark winter. There you go, Natch. It's for you. I feel like we need a little bit of a tarot reading as well. Here's not a tarot reading. Horoscopes. This is the one. Well, I'll read the horoscope first, and then I'll tell you who it's dedicated to, which star sign, which sign of the zodiac. Seriously, Rob, says Pedro. Hey, we've got to keep an open mind, man. Dolores, how are we doing? Secrets are being revealed, Natch. Secrets are being revealed. Over the next 48 hours, many secrets others have held on to are being revealed to you. People are showing their true colors, giving you a chance to see them for who they really are. Yeah. This zodiac reading is for Gemini. You and I are a Gemini. It's for Gemini, Capricorn, Libra, Taurus, and Leo. Basically, half of the planet. 4 billion people. So, there's a 50-50 chance that this applies to you, friends. Secrets are being revealed, I presume, by the other 4 billion people. I can't take this seriously anymore, Nat. Let's get this music on. Come on, I just can't take this seriously. Rubbish. There you go. I kept an open mind, and I did your tarot thing. You happy? Secrets are being revealed.
We have lost one listener.
Oh, okay, I'll carry on, says Pedro. Pedro's very patient. Your inner fire had an obvious source, Rob. It did. It was called Chicken Madras. And you know what? Tarot reader Kevin, or Peter, whatever the hell his name is, he knew it. Starting to change my mind on all this stuff. Hey, Natch, I'm here, you're here. Why don't we look at what's going on in the world today? We already know about some news that no one's reporting on. The inner fire and the secrets. Let's go back to some more traditional news. Did you hear about Messi? He made he got the post with the most Instagram likes. Yeah. Impressive. What was it, like 56 million or something?
Yeah, something like this.
Let me see. I'm reading an article from the Vanguard. 56.8 million likes on how do you say his name?
Messi. Lionel Messi. Well, they abbreviated as Leo.
Who's hang on, where? Who sung the song "Sexual Healing"? Do you know?
Marvin Gaye.
Oh, okay. Who sung "All Night Long"? All night long. Surname Richie.
Yeah, Lionel Richie.
Lionel Richie, right? Oh, yeah. So Lionel Messi. Let's get it right, Messi. Just because you don't like your name, you can't just change the pronunciation. My name is not Rube. It's Rob. So Lionel Messi got the best. He got the most Instagram likes in history. Can't believe this is news. This is why we're going to go extinct, guys. And it's a picture of him holding up the it's either a big chicken nugget or that's the World Cup. I don't know. I'm not.
It's the World Cup.
It's the World Cup. All right. So there you go. It's not a chicken nugget. That's something else we learned today. It's the World Cup. He got 56 million likes. And the more and more I immerse myself in the football because, I'm a little late to the party given that I'm 45 years old. But the more and more I immerse myself in this football culture, I'm starting to learn that this guy is a big deal, like maybe the best football player of all time. What makes him the best football player of all time? Is it that he scores the most goals? What is it about what
like
he does?
Mix, the way he plays. He scores a lot of goals, but for example, Cristiano Ronaldo scores a lot of goals and he's not the best player of history. The way he plays.
Okay.
Everything.
Okay, and there's some kind of controversy surrounding Ronaldo, I saw, and Manchester United. I don't know. I don't want to get into that because I don't know. I'm so blissfully ignorant about these millionaires. He's the best football player of all time. That, to me, means about as much as someone being the best Monopoly player of all time. You know what I mean? It's like being a great football player is like being rich in Monopoly. and it means nothing. It serves no practical use to society. So thanks, Lionel. Hope you enjoy your Instagram likes. I guess I'm not included in the prediction. I'm Aries. Well, you are one of the ones who are revealing the secret, I guess. I don't know. I don't believe in that nonsense. That's the strength of football, Rob. You wouldn't know. I wouldn't. I'm so blissfully ignorant about all this. What team does he play for, Messi?
Apart from the national team, Argentina, PSG, I think.
PSG?
Yeah, Paris Saint-Germain.
Okay. Well, there you go. That's Lionel Messi. No relation to Richie the singer. We've discovered today. What else? People being poisoned in Australia, Natch. People being poisoned in Australia. 130 people bought salad in Australia and started to hallucinate. This is a phenomenon that happened. I think it first hit my radar 2 days ago, and I've wanted to talk about it. So, Australia got more than they bargained for when they picked up food contaminated with contaminated baby spinach. So the problem came because this baby spinach was being grown and it was harvested, and along with the harvest was a weed. I don't know how you say weed. Not weed as in marijuana, like weed as in,
La hierba.
Mala hierba. Bueno, a weed is what you want to get rid of in your garden, basically.
Yeah, mala hierba.
They just spread and, he's probably always in the right place at the right time, says the bridge. I think talking about Lionel Messi. Food Standards Australia New Zealand has removed several products, including packaged salads, stir-fry mixes from the shelves of retailers Costco, Woolworths, Aldi, etc. The tainted vegetable is thought to originate from Rivera Farms in Victoria, and the problem is described as a potential contamination with an unsafe plant material. I'm reading this from the Register.com, an Australian publication. But I have seen it publicised in many different. I think in the Guardian they said it was a kind of a poisonous plant from the deadly nightshade family. I mean, I'm reading this, right? First of all, first immediate thought is, salad eaters. It's not a great loss, is it? Third thought is, I mean, damn, is this what I'm missing out on? Not eating salad? This sounds like that sounds like a bargain. You get your salad in front of you and you're just immediately disappointed. Right? I don't know. I've never eaten a salad voluntarily. It's always come as some kind of an extra, or there's literally nothing else to eat. Weeds, malas hierbas, thank you, Bridge. Thank you. And, if I ate a salad and got a little high, I would consider that like a little fringe benefit. I don't know about you, friends. Don't know about you, but that's definitely the way I would think about it. And what else? Apparently a woman, broke into Robert De Niro's house. The actor Robert De Niro. You looking at me? You talking to me? You're looking at me, so you must be talking to me. Robert De Niro's house. To try and steal Christmas presents. Shanice Aviles, of 30 years of age, was arrested, allegedly spotted entering the actor's New York City home at 2:45 a.m. We call that around Christmas time. You know what we call that? We call that a reverse Santa. In my mind, in my head canon, she came down the chimney. I'm sure she went in through a window, but that would be perfect. A woman accused of trying to steal actor Robert De Niro's Christmas presents from under the actor's Christmas tree in New York apartment has been arrested, according to local media. What do you think? What do you think Robert De Niro gets for Christmas? I'm going to go for aftershave and socks. Right? He's like 80 years old or something.
Yeah, I think you shouldn't do that, even though he's Robert De Niro. He can afford it.
He can afford it.
Maybe the presents were for the grandchildren. Don't do it.
He can afford another PlayStation 5.
Yeah, but maybe he doesn't have time. Poor kids.
Yeah. No, but this is true. I mean, geez, do you think this is a symptom of the of the cost of living crisis, I'm sure that crime rates have to be spiking now. Right? People, especially around Christmas, where you feel that pressure to buy things and to be involved in commerce, right? To go out and, you know, spend money on gifts. That pressure, equal that with or match that with higher cost of living. You know, be safe out there, guys. If you're listening to the ProBoh Show live or one of our angelic podcast listeners, be safe out there, friends. Be safe out there, because as things get more expensive and pressure mounts to fulfill the expectations of society and to participate in the economy, yeah, things might get a little silly. So just be careful out there. That's all I'm saying. Even actor Robert De Niro, probably he's probably met mafia bosses and hitmen, you know, in studying his roles. Even he is being stolen from. Craziness. It's craziness. And you know what? Yeah, I'm going to leave it right there. Let's go to today's unpopular opinion.
Unpopular opinion.
Oh, I enjoyed that little foray into the esoteric, Natch. I enjoyed it. It filled me with love and light. I think the commenter... I think the commenter there is onto something. Maybe it's a regular section. We take a deep dive into the future of half the population of the planet. You know, I asked Andrea, I said, look, do you really think this is relevant to 50% of the population? Because that's what it is. All those 6 star signs equate to 4 billion people. And you know what she said to me? It's only relevant to the people that read it. I'm just like, there's no talking to these people. There's no talking to them. All right. So, today's unpopular opinion. What is an unpopular opinion? It's a brain fact. Un pedo cerebral. Pedo mental. I post it on my social media. You guys comment on it, and I come here and I argue with you about it, because that's what we do around here on the ProBoh Show. Today's unpopular opinion was positive vibes only. Que es un dicho en inglés, es un refrán. Positive vibes only. I only want positive vibes in my environment. Positive vibes only is a dumb mantra. It's a dumb mantra, Natch, for dumb people. Oof. I understand what I just said there. Maybe made a lot of you angry. What I need you to understand is, I don't care. Your tears are delicious, and your anger only makes me more powerful. If you feel like collecting those tears, send them in. Natch and I love it. We've got a collection. So, positive vibes only is a dumb mantra. How would you translate that? Vibraciones positivos.
Sí, vibraciones positivas.
Positivas.
Sí.
O solo admitemos vibraciones positivas.
Solo admitimos, ya. Mm-hmm.
Positive vibes, I don't know how you would say it.
Sí.
It's just a stupid, naive, empty thing to say. Why is this today's unpopular opinion? Because it was getting late last night, Natch. I was scrolling on Instagram, and Andy has made me follow Everything Aligns, which is, you know, these tarot things that we read earlier. The Holistic Psychologist. Well, just a bunch of crap. So in my feed now, I'm seeing this kind of nonsense. Positive vibes only. Why do I find it such an offensive term? First of all, it suggests that negative emotions and thoughts are inherently bad or wrong, and that it's only okay to express positive things. I think that's a very dangerous message to send people. No, don't come here and express your negativity to me. So what's that? That's bad for the person who's feeling negative, and bad for you. Although you may think it's good to only express positivity. Let me tell you something, folks. Life is like music. If it were only ever a high note, it would be noise. It's the ups and downs that make it musical, right? So positive vibes only. Get away from me with your negative energy. All you're doing is saying to people, look, unless you're going to give me exactly what it is I want in the communication, then I'm not interested in having you in my life. And if you spend the rest of your life alone because of your positive vibes only mentality, let me tell you something, friends. You deserve it. because it's a naive and silly way to look at the world. Secondly, the phrase positive vibes only can be dismissive of the very real challenges and difficulties that people may be facing in their everyday lives. Life isn't easy, friends. It's not easy for you, and it's not easy for anybody else. If you just encourage a mantra of only positive energy for me, then you are really diminishing the suffering of others. It's important to recognize and validate the full range of human emotions and not alienate people for being miserable, because it's a perfectly valid way to feel. Guys, I'm not going to tell you whether this is a dumb sentiment or not. You are. I'm going to post a poll in the chat. I want you to vote. Guys, a lot of things you could have been doing on this beautiful, beautiful Wednesday morning. Instead of doing those things, you're here with me, and it means the absolute world. Thank you, and see you in a second. Hey guys, if you'd like to support the show, you can do so on Patreon. That's patreon.com/professional bohemian. There you'll find VODs of the episodes as they are recorded live, blogs, vlogs, and behind-the-scenes content. If you'd like to watch the show live, you can do so on twitch.tv/professional bohemian, and you can participate in the polls we use in the show on Instagram @professional bohemian or Twitter @ProBoh, ProBoh. Okay, on with the show. Welcome back to the show, friends. You're listening to the ProBoh Show. It is 9 a.m. Central European time for my international friends. Welcome, welcome. And for you angelic podcast listeners, wow, you're looking good today. You're looking good today. I don't know what it is. You've lost weight. You've done something with your hair. You're looking great. Guys, if you want to be a podcast listener, you can do that anywhere, anytime, on your favorite podcast directory. There you will find the ProBoh Show, my friends. If you're just tuning in, let's run down the list of people we pissed off today. Lionel Messi fans. His name's not Lionel, right? You all know this, the artist Lionel Richie. He's not Lionel Richie. So Lionel Messi took a photo of himself with the World Cup, and it became the most liked photo on Instagram. So we pissed off we pissed off Messi fans. I'm sure there's one or two of them out there. Or maybe more than one or two. We also pissed off the fans of the esoteric world by by just being me. We also looked at Australians being poisoned, being eating hallucinogenic salad. I'm saying don't complain, man, because the alternative is just eating salad. That sounds even worse. And then what else did we look at? Oh my God. We looked at Lionel Messi, we looked at Australians salad, and we looked at someone breaking into what's his name's house? Into Robert De Niro's house to steal his Christmas presents. A reverse Santa. Poor Robert De Niro. You know what I mean? I don't know. He hasn't starred in a movie recently. Who knows how he's doing financially? Don't steal from Robert De Niro. But yeah, I feel like we'll see in a couple of months a little spike in crime rates. You mix the societal pressure to participate economically in the season of Christmas, even though it really has very little to do with giving gifts, unless that's the way you want to look at it. Mix that with a higher cost of living, people will go nuts. So be safe out there, friends. Be safe out there. And then we went to today's unpopular opinion, which was positive vibes only is a dumb mantra. Oh my God, is it a dumb mantra? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You can't, you know what I mean? That is just the kind of empty platitude that someone posts on Instagram for likes. No one rational can actually believe that, can they? Can they? Okay, let's look at the chat. The Bridge says, life is beautiful with its ups and downs. Exactly. And without its ups and downs, it would just be noise, my friends. You know, life is like music. If it was always a high note, it would just be noise. It's the ups and downs and changes and modulations that make it pleasurable to listen to. Just like life, it's the ups and downs and changes that makes it enjoyable to live. Pedro says, suffering comes from denial and rejections of one's feelings and emotions, which always fluctuate in a plentiful and meaningful life. Accepting the ephemerality. Oh my God, he's gonna get He's going to get a nivelazo. Can we get a nivelazo?
Vaya nivelazo.
Wow. Accepting the ephemerality, wow, I don't even know how to pronounce that word, of those emotions is the first step to bringing peace to your life. That said, yes, the mantra is stupid. It is stupid. Can we get ProBoh proof for the bridge and Pedro, please?
ProBoh approved.
So what did I say just before the break? Okay. I said, first of all, it suggests when you live your life by that mantra, positive vibes only, I only want sunshine in my life. First of all, it suggests that there's something wrong with negative emotions, that they're inherently bad or wrong, and I don't believe that. I believe, in fact, there are more positive change comes from what we would call a negative emotion, right? You know, sometimes avarice or greed can lead to an increase in your own personal productivity. If there's something you want to go for it, you know, you can use that energy inspired by greed to go and get it. You know, if you're angry, you can use that as motivation for positive change. You know, if you're sad, you can use that as a lifting off point to really analyze and break down the things that are going on in your life and reflect. You know, we're starting to see when we stop seeing the whole gambit of human emotions as useful tools in our everyday life. When we start kind of saying, no, these negative things, these are to be ignored and pushed aside. You know, that is when self-analysis starts to freeze, when we stop kind of looking at ourselves in a way that really produces positive change. I'm not saying anger, greed, and sadness are good things. I'm just saying it's about perspective. I think it's about perspective. If you want a well-rounded human being comes from exploring the full range, the full spectrum of emotions we might be feeling at any one time. And then I said, secondly, positive vibes only can be dismissive of the very real challenges and difficulties that people may be facing in their lives. If you reject someone just because, you know, they maybe don't share your 100% positive outlook, maybe you're losing the opportunity to make a real friend there, or to be a real friend, or to be a real human being in this time of charity that is Christmas. You know, costs nothing to sit down and listen to someone complain, to get some problem off their chest. Positive vibes only for me is just sounds selfish. It sounds selfish. Overall, I think it's just important to recognize and validate the full spectrum of human emotions. And this kind of pop psychology, surround yourself with love and light, is just not practical. It's naive, and I think it's also dangerous. And I think it's leading people to see the darker range of the human experience as alien to them, as opposed to something that comes from them and that can be controlled and can be used in a positive way. Hopefully that makes sense. I know what I'm talking about, says the bridge. That's awesome. You do know what you're talking about. I agree. All right, guys. With that said, there you go. That's the final thought. You want to know what people voted? Well, let me tell you. On Instagram, I actually thought people disagreed with me, but they didn't. On Instagram, 64% of people said true. It's a dumb mantra. 36% said false. That they believe that positive vibes only is not a dumb mantra. Still, that's really quite high. That's a third of people. But here in our chat, Natch, can we get a drum roll? 100% of the people agreed. Oh, hallelujah! It's a Christmas miracle. I actually changed your minds today. I feel like I changed some hearts and minds, Natch. 100% of the people said, yeah. Positive vibes only is dumb. It's just the dumbest thing. Pedro, I really enjoy the depth of the message behind today's unpopular opinion. That tells a lot about you and the energy you transmit in this show, Rob. Thank you. Look, I'm not trying to tell you all that life is beautiful and you're all beautiful little angels, snowflakes, unique. That's just not the reality. Life is hard, man. It's hard for you, it's hard for me, it's hard for everyone. We tend to sit back and judge people based on how they interact with the world, right? Yet we can't put ourselves in their shoes. You know, before you're going to be rude to someone or you're going to turn someone away just because they maybe don't express the level of enthusiasm that you do, think for a second what their life might be like. You know? Like, ditch for a second this pop psychology nonsense of surrounding yourself with love and light. And why not surround yourself with a little bit more reality? Understand that you're a complex human being. You're not a mirror. You're more like a diamond, multifaceted. You know, and all those facets are important. You know? That tells a lot about you, I mean. Thank you. Hopefully in a good way. All right, let's go to 100 humans. Oh my God, friends, it was a long walk to work across snow-capped mountains and through river valleys. And on that walk, I encountered 100 humans. And I asked them a question. Today's question was, name something a person has difficulty remembering when they get old. Name something a person has difficulty remembering when they get old. I asked them that question, Natch, and they gave me their answers. I have the 7 most popular answers right here. Your job in the chat is to identify those top 7 answers. Name something a person has a hard time or has difficulty remembering when they get old. Let's see. We've got a new person in the chat. That's a hard to pronounce name. I'm going to call you DSA. DSA says, we often are taken back when we see ourselves and actions on camera. True story. We have an alternate vision of who we really are. To many people, I mean, that's often quite necessary to interact in everyday life. But yeah, we have this tendency to judge other people based on the way their outward expression of their own kind of enthusiasm for life. That's why that phrase is like, you know, positive vibes only. I just find them so naive and empty. Just so stupid. Breakfast, the breakfast you've had this morning. Ooh, ours, that's a good one. Anyway, I want to go to Natch first. Natch, what do you think? What's something a person has a hard time remembering when they're older?
Dates.
Ooh. Dates. I can't give it to you, Natch. There's a specific day here. Date is it's too broad a term to give you a point there. Sorry, man. Or it says breakfast. When people get older, they can't even remember what they had for breakfast this morning. What did you have for breakfast this morning, Natch?
Toast with jam and milk.
Yeah. I had 2 cups of coffee and a cigarette, as per usual. Doctor's orders, you know. Okay, let's see. So breakfast, is it there? No, it's not. Oh. All right. Pedro says birthdays. Birthdays. Something that is hard to remember the older you get. Birthdays. The Bridge says birthdays. Okay, is it there? Yes, it is. Well done. Oh my God. Birthdays is there with 25 of the 100 humans saying birthdays. Friends, it's our number 1 answer. Oh, well done. Number 1. Pedro first and the Bridge later on. Dude, knocking it out of the park. We're already got the number 1 answer done. You've identified the answer that 25% of the 100 humans gave. So congratulations. There are more though. Okay, let's continue. Where I left my mobile. Okay, you know what? I'm going to give it to him. I'm going to give it to Pedro. Where they put items, you know, like not just a mobile, keys. Dude, I lose my keys every single goddamn day. And you know what? I leave them in the same place every day. But for at least 2 seconds of my life, every single day, I have that cold panic of where the hell did I put my keys? Yeah, so misplacing things. It's there. It's the second most popular answer with 15 of the 100 humans saying that misremembering or forgetting where they put things is something you will have trouble remembering when you get older. Okay, let's see. If I took my pills, says Urs. Taking medication. It's hard to remember taking medication, Natch, when you get older, says Urs. Is it there? It's not there. Not there. It's not there. Sorry, man. Wait, how old? Says DSA. How old? Doesn't matter as you get older. I don't want to say an age because then I'll be alienating at least half of the audience. Okay, so where were we? So we had birthdays. Well done. If they've taken their medicine, said the bridge. That's similar to what Urs said. Where you left your keys. Yeah, we've got that one. That is where they put items. Feeding the dog, says DSA. Feeding the dog. Is it there? It's not there. Although now you say that, I don't know if I fed the dog. My dogs this morning. Aye, poor guys. They'll be on a diet until I get home. The little one's getting fat. She needs to lose some weight. I know I shouldn't be body shaming my dog, but whatever. Wow, you guys need some... wait, here we go. Pedro again. People's names. People's names. Something you forget when you get older. Is it there? Yes, it is! Well done! My God. It's the third most popular answer. When I asked 100 humans, what do people forget when they get older? People's names was there. My grandmother was like that. She would look at me and she'd go, Eric, John, Ralph, Rob, how are you doing? There'd be a little Rolodex in her mind. She'd flick through until she arrived at my name. Like, guess who? Okay, so people's names is there. Well done. I'm on fire today. I can't say that one on the radio, or come on. And it's not there anyway. What your wife just said, says Rafelka. Is it there? What your wife just said? No, it's not. Okay, I'm going to start giving you clues, guys. Okay. Natch, this one's for you. Okay. This one is a really big umbrella term, meaning everything that's not now or the future. Everything that's not now or the future, Natch. What is it that people forget when they get older? Si no es ahora ni el futuro.
Everything about the past.
The past? Is it there? Yes, it is. It's the fifth most popular answer. The 100 humans, yeah. You know, the past. Come on. All right, a clue for you guys watching at home. Here we go. We've had people's names. We've had people's birthdays. What is another thing that people might forget as they get older? You know, my grandmother spent 10 years thinking I was still in my 20s. As a little clue. But it's a true story. How old are you now, Robert? 21, 22? No, Gran, I'm 40. 40 years old. Thanks. I love you. DSA says where they parked. Oh, it's a good one. Where they parked their car. Is it there? No, it's not. Sorry. What do you think, Natch?
People's ages.
People's ages. That's what Pedro thinks as well. Is it there? Yes, it is. Well done. That is the fourth most popular answer, with 14 of the 100 humans saying it's hard to remember people's ages when you get older. All right. Okay. So there are two answers left. I'm not average, says DSA. Okay. When I go to Mercadona, I often display my age by not returning home with what I wanted. What do you think, Natch? What is something that old people forget?
Shopping list items.
Yeah. Rafelka says shopping list. Pedro says shopping list. Natch says shopping list. Is it there? Yes, it is. It's the seventh most popular answer, with 8 of the 100 humans saying, I forget items on my shopping list. There's one more, Natch. There's one more. It's a series of numbers. You know, I think everybody has trouble with this nowadays because our phones automatically store them. You know, I still remember my childhood. We'll go into this after someone answers. It's a series of numbers. What's the most common series of numbers you might remember? Particularly before the advent of the mobile phone. Woo! We also tend to forget that we forget. True story. Forget that I have a bad memory. Come on, Natch. Put them out of their misery. What do you think?
Phone numbers.
Phone numbers. Pedro says passwords, which is almost the modern day phone number, right? Yeah, it's there. Well done. 8 of the 100 humans said phone numbers. It is, my friends, it is in 6th place. Let's go down the list. I asked 100 humans to name something that's hard to remember when you get older. In position number 7, we had a grocery list or a shopping list, with 8 of the 100 humans saying that. In position number 6, we had phone numbers. 8 of 100 humans say that. Natch, I still remember my home phone number from when I was a kid. I know my phone number. That is the extent of the phone numbers I know. How many phone numbers do you have in your brain?
Yeah, my old one and mine and my wife's.
Yeah. But do you remember as a kid? I think as a child, I knew about 10 phone numbers. Mine, my home number, my auntie's number, my next door neighbours.
I knew every phone number of my friends.
Yeah, it's crazy.
50 maybe.
And now I struggle remembering my own password. It's crazy. Okay, in position number 5, we had the past. El pasado. Sorry, my bad. You've told me about. Everyone tells me, why do you pronounce things the way you do? Stop pretending to be too Spanish. El pasado. Say it with a giddy accent better. So El pasado, the past, 10 of 100 humans. That's in position number 5. In position number 4, when I asked 100 humans what older people have trouble remembering, they said people's ages. People's ages. 14 of the 100 humans said that. In position number 3 was names. You know, you can get around that problem by calling everyone dude or man. That's what I do. I haven't had to learn a name in years. I only know Natchi's name because we've worked together for so long. When a new employee comes in, it's just dude or man. There you go. Done. Okay, in position number 2, where they put things. God, I'm suffering this now. This list today is making me feel old, Natch. It's making me feel old. And finally, in position number 1 is birthdays. With 25 of 100 humans. Well done to Pedro and to the bridge who got that. Let's see what people are saying. Rob, I have always found remembering the past far easier than the future. Rafelka, shopping list. You guys rock. We also tend to forget that we forget. True story, Pedro. Okay, let's go to Complete the News.
Complete the news!
Oi, Natch, I think we may only have time for one of these news items. Do you want to know something about the World Cup, or do you want to know something about men dying early? What do you prefer?
Men dying early.
You want men dying early? Okay. It's a good choice. Okay, this isn't really a news article. This is a report from a scientific journal. Just found the results quite interesting. One of those things that pop up in my feed, and I read it. Okay. So this is with regards to men. Okay, specifically to give you a clue. So with regards to men, so blank more than twice as likely to suffer an early death. Blank are more than twice as likely to suffer an early death. Okay. So, ¿quién va a sufrir un muerte pronto? I don't know how you'd say that.
Muerte prematura.
Muerte prematura. Oh, Natch, thank you. So, blank is more than twice as likely to suffer an early death. Okay, all you need to write in the chat right now is A, B, or C. Here we go. Is it A, men with a low libido? Okay, so with not much interest in sexual activities, with a low libido? Is it B, men with young children? Men with young children. Or is it C, married men? Yes, I want to hear about men dying early, says the bridge. So blank, more than twice as likely to suffer an early death. Is it A, men with a low libido, B, men with young children, or C, married men? Oof, the answers are coming in. We've got Rafelka, Pedro, the bridge, DSA, hopefully. A, B, or C, guys. What do you think, Natch?
My lawyer advised me that the answer is A.
A, men with a low libido. All right. Oh, wait, Pedro, you're changing hearts and minds. Pedro from Instagram has changed his answer to A. The bridge says A. Rafelka says C. I salute you, Rafelka, for being the only one brave enough to say C. Married men. Okay, so blank, more than twice as likely to suffer an early death. A, men with a low libido. B, men with young children. C, married men. Let's get a drum roll, Natch. Men with a low libido. Yeah. More than twice as likely to suffer an early death. There you go. This is true. And this is from a journal, a scientific journal. The association between lack of sexual interest and all-cause mortality in Japanese general population. So this is, I don't think it's specifically with regards to Japanese men, just with regards to men in general. I'm going to go and read you the conclusion. Lack of sexual interest is suggested to be a risk factor for all-cause mortality in Japanese males over the age of 40 years old. This finding has implications for the importance of sexual interest in increasing longevity. All right, so ladies, if you love your man... No, I'm joking. All right then, friends. Guys, oh man, we're running out of time. I had a lot of fun today. I will be back tomorrow, and it'll be the last show of the year, so I hope to see you there, my friends. If you're just tuning in, you missed the whole show, you can download the podcast. Friends, so many things you could have been doing on this beautiful, beautiful Wednesday morning. Instead of doing those things, you're here with me, and it means the absolute world. I will see you next time.